Hi, my name is Veronica Contreras-Rivera, and I am in the ECE 2320 class. Today is July 26, 2020, and I am a student at Chattahoochee Technical College. I'm going to be talking about working with families, and we're going to start off with talking about the developmental milestones from birth to age 12. So from infant to around 1 year old, they're usually just exploring. They are doing a lot of working on their physical, emotional, social, developmental skills. It's a lot of exploring. A lot of contact is with eyes and like their emotions. So they use a lot of their crying, happiness to show you what they're feeling and if there's anything wrong. So reading those emotions from that's really important. Caregivers or teachers should be really building relationships with them, and that could be like holding them and talking to them because they need that. It's really important they get that kind of attention so they can grow, and it's just easier for them to know that they're getting listened to, so they do use their emotions to call whenever something is wrong or when it's needed. Towards the age closer to 1 is when they start crawling, a lot of first steps, walking. They do a lot of cooing and babbling. They can also start doing mama, dada kind of speech. This is usually their play is by themselves, so they're more by themselves at this point. They don't like to be touched or for any other children to walk around them or talk to them. Kind of just not be touched by anybody but like an adult, or that they know they could trust somebody, that person. From 2 to 3, it's a lot of bigger words complex. They start saying more, 1 to 2, maybe 3 words in a sentence, or they try to communicate more. This is all still like by themselves play. They do a lot of alone play. They're still exploring, but a lot of it's mine. They don't like to share. They're also starting to be more independent around this time. They like to wash their hands by themselves. They like to do turning on, cleaning. They don't really like adults helping, even though they might still need it. They just a lot of I want to do this by myself kind of thing. They're also starting to recognize colors, shapes, and numbers. They do a good with the songs like 5 Little Ducks Went Out One Day, or the 5 Little Monkey songs. And then from ages 3 to 4, it's a lot of also independent. I want to do my own thing is what their mindset is. They're also using more complete sentences this time. Their words are more complex. They have a better understanding of the right and the wrong. They're doing a lot of more personal hygiene by themselves, a lot of going to the bathroom, potty training. Around this time is when they start to do it, if it's not done earlier. They know more words and colors. They can tell you stories around this age. It's more, they start building relationships too, and but they're also still like it's mine, but they want to be independent, but they also want friendship. So it's kind of crazy. Their emotions are a little taken off course here too, because that's when they start potty training and becoming more independent. For when it's 4 to 5 years old, for like pre-K, this is also a lot of independent. They're potty trained by this time. They do a lot of eating, personal hygiene on their own, changing, washing their hands. This is relationships are starting to be built more, and they're more important around this age. Having friendships is important to them. They're also asking a lot of whys. They want to understand things. They want things to be explained to them. They might not understand it, but they want you to tell them. From ages 6 to 12 is when they start to do a lot of communications, more relationship. They do a lot of playing together. They start learning higher levels of reading and math and conversation. Their emotional and social skills are being worked on too. Their cognitive and their physical skills should be working at a good rate at this time too. For family importance, to be involved, school is really important. According to the Early Childhood Education article, benefits of parent involvement is important because this shows that it's important to see their parents in school, not like involved in school. Like they see that, oh, my parent is in my school, so they care. And this helps the child become more aware of their schoolwork. They think that they should do better and that they have better building relationships with the teachers and the students around them. It also helps when students are falling behind that the parents can follow up and make sure that their student is there, or if it's needed more help, more tutoring, they can ask for resources. It's also important for children for parents to be involved so they know what's going on in class. They know if their student is acting up or if they need help. Ways parents can be involved is by coming into class, just observing. They can also do like a reading to the class of a story. They can also talk about in home life. They can talk about cultures if it's different. I know all families are different, so having like a show and tell of the families could come in, could really help the student also feel more in the classroom, so everyone else understands what their life is and how it's going. Parents can also volunteer for events that are happening in class or at school. It's another way they can be in the classroom. Some formal ways to be able to communicate to parents is by using the school's email, like not using your personal email, but like would be like for us would be a Stepping Stones email. Also Remind 101, you can use newsletters, you can send letters home, and when you're communicating to parents, it should be eye-to-eye contact, a lot of listening, not pressuring, but also getting to know the family, having an open mind, so not being judgmental. Informal ways would be to use text messages, your own personal phone to talk to them, or meeting up, which shouldn't be done. You shouldn't be messaging them on Facebook or just on any social media. That shouldn't be done. So just keeping a professional outcome helps you make no problems and work doesn't have like wrong consequences. So just to keep it in mind. So that's all for today.